Welcome to this video on using AUTOSUM and other automatic formulas in Excel 365. For this training, I'm going to use an example of a budget where various utilities and expenses have been filled out already. If you wish to get the totals, you can use formulas as you may have learned about in our math formula lesson to say equals B2 plus B3 plus and going all the way down the line. However, this can be cumbersome, especially when you have large columns of numbers. The solution is to use the AUTOSUM. This can be located on the Home tab in the Editing section. It is also on the Formulas tab as well. If I use the drop-down on AUTOSUM, you can see there are other automatic functions available as well. However, I am going to choose Sum. As you can see when I click on it, it provides the formula equals, which every formula does start with an equal sign, sum, and then in parentheses it gives the range of B2 to B7. If I press enter to accept it, it gives me the total. Now if I go to the February and click on AUTOSUM once again, this again gives me the correct range of numbers. I press enter and I get that total. When I go to March and I click on AUTOSUM, however, you'll notice it is trying to sum the two totals to the left. When you click on any of these automatic functions, Excel attempts to determine what you are trying to calculate. So in this case, when you click on the sum, it looks at the cell above for a value. If it finds one, it looks for other values beyond it. If it does not, it looks to the left for a value. If it does not find one, it then starts to look above once again, but going further out. Or if it only finds one value, but nothing to sum it with, will again look above. However, in this case, it looked above this cell, did not find a value, looked to the left, found a value, and then found another value to the left of that it could sum together. So it has automatically chosen to sum these two particular values. However, I can override this by clicking and dragging over the cells that I wish to be summed. If I press enter, the proper sum will appear. Just be aware of how AUTOSUM and the other formulas determine what cells to use in the calculation so that you can appropriately adjust it if needed. You can also, using the fill handle, drag the formula to the right in this case, and it will copy that formula with what are known as relative references. So when the formula is copied, it will base its calculations on cells positioned in relation to the original formula. So in this case, it was summing the cells above. When you copy it to the right, it again sums the cells above. You also can use the auto feature for average, and in this case it is going to average these numbers. However, using average again, we'll try to average just the value above. So this is again a situation where you may need to select the cells involved. You can also then copy down that formula. High is actually using the function known as max, and again it's selecting only this value, so you may need to adjust that. And low is where we will use the function of min or minimum, and we will again override the automatic selection and copy that down. The only other feature under the automatic functions is count numbers, and it will count how many values are in a particular range. It's not necessary to use it in the budget because we know there are 12 months and 12 values. However, if you needed to, you could select a range, and if there were some blanks, it would only count the cells that actually contained a value. These automatic formulas can help you in a number of situations and do contain many of the most commonly used functions.